终能与你浪迹红尘一趟。
Aunt Sue, are your legs feeling any better? I suffer arthritis every now and then, but it's fine. Thank you for your concern. I've already told you several times. Even though you worked for my mother, you two were like sisters. And so, you don't need to be so humble to me. Yes, Princess. Have a seat, Aunt Sue. Aunt Sue, have you noticed that Jinger has been sad ever since she came back? It's like she's someone else. I think so too. Jinger used to be so talkative and lively in the past. And now she's become so quiet. What's wrong? Do you feel that she's drifted away from you? After my kidnapping, she and I started to drift apart. When we met again, things were very different. Maybe ever since I met Yusho, I might have been ignoring her. Don't overthink it, Princess. Maybe she went through something when the two of you were apart, and that's why she's acting like this. Jinger and I are a lot like you and Mother. She grew up by my side and took care of me, despite going through her own hardships. I will never forget how kind she was. She's a grown woman now. And so I'll find her a good husband and a warm place to go home to.
Oh, come in, please. Here.
Winter's fast approaching, you know. We need to get the winter uniforms
Over here.
ready. Still need to pack them and deliver them to town. I'm so busy nowadays.
I agree. I can
Is that
attest
room
to
taken?
This way. Well then, gentlemen, what would you like?
Well done. Yes, well done. Well done.
What did the folks next door order?
The folks next door? I think it's a bit too expensive.
Do I look poor to you?
Oh dear, how very silly of me. Don't worry, I'll give you the same dishes that they ordered. Exactly the same, sirs. So please, wait a moment.
I'm happy to hear that.
General, this is going to cost a lot.
Do I look poor to you?
I'm sure. Try it. Come on.
Delicious. Honestly, if it wasn't for the fish lip soup, I wouldn't have come here in the first place.
You know, I was certain that you would like the fish lip soup, Minister. So I asked the staff to prepare the dish in advance.
What's so good about fish lip soup in the first place?
Well, allow me to explain. The fish lip soup requires 100 fresh fish lips to make. They're boiled with dried mushrooms, bamboo shoot slices, and the finest ham. That alone takes 4 hours. With a process like that, you end up with a delicious bowl of soup.
This might sound rude, but even His Majesty might not try such a tasty dish.
A couple of years ago, when our family was in its prime, this was common fare. People think the Emperor and the Empress are able to enjoy only the finest dishes. But what they don't know is that nobles like us are living well-off lives too.
That's for sure.
Governor Xi, you've helped me out so much with the winter outfits. I know that you're a busy man, and you aren't one to seek money or treasure. And so, as thanks, I bought you a courtyard near the archway of the East Market. You can enjoy any woman, any riches or food the way you want.
Well now, I truly appreciate this. The Empress is from the Xi family.
General,
So
what's
now
wrong?
we can... And now it's time for her clan relatives to regain power. You heard what he was saying. We should arrest him.
General, he's the revenue minister. Before we left, the Lord said that we should plan ahead first.
Some days ago, I'd received word that we had to enroll some more clan relatives to work in the palace. So by then, I'll need all the help I can get from
What about lunch?
Do you think I'm rich?
I heard you've been having shoulder pains again.
The wound does sting sometimes, maybe because of the weather. But it's nothing serious. Who told you about it? That I was having shoulder pains?
I'm glad it's not serious. I asked the doctor to prescribe some painkillers. And also, here. This ointment will help remove the scars. Remember to apply it every day. I don't want you to get married with any scars on you.
What are you saying, Princess? Who even said I'm getting married? I'll stay with you forever and never get married.
Is that so? So if General Song gets married to another girl, you wouldn't be sad about it.
Princess, please don't make fun of me.
Princess, did you know that General Song really cares for you, Shou? I mean, look, he's the one who brought medicine in the first place.
Ah, so it looks like somebody does care about you. Your hair's in such a mess. How can you see him like this?
General Song handed them to me from outside the door without entering.
Oh, that's interesting. When did General Song become so shy? Maybe it's because he was thinking about you.
Princess, look at the flower. It's from him as well. He even told us to put it in the sunlight.
He said that he brought it from the Imperial Mausoleum.
I planted an orchid there at the Imperial Mausoleum. If you have the time to do so, could you check up on it for me? And if it's still alive, then please help me water it too, and help me take good care of it.
Sounds like the princess is getting better.
But why do I feel like there's a sorrow to how she plays? Fractures take 100 days to heal. Heartbreaks can take longer.
Yes.
Did it go well for you?
Just as you expected, we were being followed. And if we weren't there to protect him, then Lord Anping would have been killed by now.
Wang Lin was deceitful enough, but the Empress Dowager got him too. Silo as well. Zidan has asked me to guard the mausoleum, but killing him would have been such an easier task.
Don't worry, I've got everything arranged. My lord, Lord Anping has a deep grudge against you, yet you still tried to protect him. He might not feel grateful.
I don't need his gratefulness. If he hadn't risked his own safety and saved Dawu, she'd be dead. So I owe him.
I hope not. I'm really worried now.
Yes.
Hey! My horse! Where's my horse? Huh. Huh.
Disembark!
Come on! Move! Hurry! Move! My lord, Helan envoys have arrived. Hu Yeqi is among them. I fought against him plenty. The moment I saw that face of his, I knew he was up to something. That smug bastard was eyeing me at the gate. If we were in Ningxuo right now, I would have killed him.
You're aware that we are not. This is the capital, not Ningxu.
That's why I'm pissed. He's acting like that in our territory.
They came here to visit us and with gifts.
They've got to be up to something.
I am aware of the fact, but we won't know exactly what until they come to court, which they will in a few days.
The wolves came willingly so we can tug at their fur up close.
Count me in.
My lord! My lord! Helan troops are at the door.
Guess we're tugging at them now.
They mean us no harm. Let them in.
They said that they wanted to visit the princess.
Visit me? How arrogant of them. The absolute nerve. In Huichou, they kidnapped and mistreated you. And now, they've come for a Goto beating. Princess, in my opinion, ask the guards to just kick them out. They're bold enough to come. I have to see them. Get me dressed. Yes. Aye?
Here.
Ask the Lord to come with me.
Yes, Princess.
Helan envoy, can you tell us what brings you here in the middle of the night?
I'm here to visit the princess, and not anyone else.
You've come a long way here, and our lord shows you respect. But do not forget, you are bound by his whims.
I am Helan envoy Hu Yechi. Greetings, Lord Yuzhang.
So it's really you, General? We know each other well. Drop the courtesies.
All right, we're too familiar. How many times have I defeated you? And now you're here to be our guest? Impolite guests are not welcome. This is the Lord's mansion after all.
Xiao Qi. Is this really how you treat all of your guests?
You should be thankful. We're not in Ningxu, or I wouldn't be acting so polite.
You insist on meeting at this hour? What do you want?
Greetings, Princess Yuzhang. I have come here upon the orders of Prince Zhen to present you a gift he wishes for you to have.
What is this?
It's an exotic flower from Mount Hoodoo of Helan. It will not wither under snow or frost, and only blooms every 100 years. It is the greatest healing component in the world.
How very generous of your prince, envoy.
He also states that the princess is a wonderful and noble woman. No one else deserves the flower, and it can only belong to someone like you.
This is a precious gift, but please tell your prince to keep it.
Give it. Tell your prince that we accept the gift, and he has my thanks.
General Song, see our guests out.
You've turned me down again and again. Do you look down on me, huh?
If you want me to look up to you, then you would fight Xiao Qi face to face in the battlefield, instead of insulting me here. What kind of revenge are you after? This is the hairpin that Wanru gave me as a gift. The pearl set in it is the only one of its kind. I tried to use this hairpin before to kill Helan Jin, but I failed to do so. Then it went missing. But now, I have it once again. Helan Jin appears to want to make amends with us, but in a strange way. He hates Xiao Qi for murdering his mother and for cutting off his arm. He will not give up. Not this easily. Why would he come here? What is he really after?
Helan and Chen have been at war for years. This time, he comes here so openly. I believe he's hiding something. But let's wait and see. Don't worry. I am here for you.
I don't know, but this must be huge.
I am Prince Helan Jun, under the Helan King's orders. I would like to congratulate you for ascending to the throne and wish that our nations could become allies. May your reign be long, Your Majesty. Long live Your Majesty.
Arise.
Thank you, Your Majesty. Uyechi, please present the gifts.
Yes. Thank you, Prince Jan.
I have also come here for one more thing, and I hope that you will indulge me.
What do you want, Prince Chan?
The lands of Helan and Cheng are close neighbors, so we were hoping to form an alliance through marriage. We would like to request the Princess of Cheng to be married to my elder brother Helan Tuo, Your Majesty.
Well, the king might not be aware, but I just succeeded the throne. I don't have heirs yet. My father had 3 princes and not a single daughter. So this marriage...
We understand, Your Majesty. You have no daughters either. We are aware of this. But we are also aware that Cheng is a place of good women. Much like the well-known princess consort Yuzhang. In fact, even in Helan, she is quite well known too. If Your Majesty agrees, then please select a noble woman like her to be a princess and marry her off to my elder brother. And with this, we shall then be related via their marriage. The king vows to retreat 15 miles to prove his sincerity and will not wage war during his rule as a betrothal present, as long as you agree to our requests.
All right. I can see your sincerity. You came all this way. I find no reason to reject the requests you've made. Do not worry. I will select a girl for him, a noble one, and one of good breeding and beauty. But for the time being, I know you've traveled far, and I'm certain that you must be very tired, and so I order, tomorrow, I will hold a banquet within the palace grounds to welcome you, the prince, to our land.
Yes, Your Majesty. Thank you for granting this, Your Majesty. But I'd like to ask, may I ask for another request?
Go ahead, Prince Chan.
I had a bit of a misunderstanding with the princess consort. I'd like to clear things up face to face with her. So I was hoping if she could also be invited to tomorrow's banquet.
So you're saying that our enemies from Helan visited Lord Yuchang?
They did.
Interesting. Very interesting.
But I do not understand. Isn't Lord Yuchang supposed to be their enemy? When the princess consort was taken, it caused quite a commotion. No matter how hard I try, I can't seem to figure out the reason.
Don't you remember? We don't know just yet. But maybe someone in his mansion might know the reason.
Do you mean Su Jing'er?
I want you to send somebody to his mansion tomorrow. Have them ask her about it. And do keep a low profile.
Yes.
Your Grace, I've received information that the Prince of Helan sent his man to Lord Yuchang's mansion.
Oh? He kept such a high profile. Then those who really care about Lord Yuchang must have known about this.
Prince Helan Chen of Helan hate the Lord Yuchang for murdering his mother and cutting off his arm.
Excellent. He came here just in time. Jing'er! Are you there, Jing'er? Oh, hello, Yusha. The princess said you should rest. Why are you doing work? Let me.
It's all right. You should know me. I was born a workaholic. I don't like lying in bed for too long. It isn't hard work anyway, so I did it right away.
Do you know where Jing'er is now?
She's at the kitchen preparing the princess decoction. What's up?
There's a girl out there. Says she's her cousin. She says they need to talk. I'll go get her then.
Oh.
Be careful, all right?
Cousin? But the princess said she was an orphan. She grew up in the mansion. Where did this cousin come from?
You called for me?
Yes, please follow me.
Did the Empress send for me? Because the third prince sent a letter? It's the Empress who sent me here for you. She wants to know why. Last night, envoys from Helan visited Lord Yuchang. What happened then? So there is no letter from the third prince then? Don't you understand? Everything that happens in Lord Yuchang's mansion is related directly to the third prince. So if you can't report to the Empress whatever things you see over there, then Her Grace is not likely to help you out either. I'll tell you. As long as this is for the third prince, I will do anything.
Your Majesty, why did you come here right after the court? Your Majesty, what is bothering you?
It's Helan Chan. He's planning something. He just met me today, and I'm faced with the problem. It was this man who kidnapped Ah Wu back in Huizhou and caused quite a stir in Ningxu. When he greeted me in court, I said that I would hold a banquet. How dare he mention her twice, in front of everybody? He even asked her to come to the banquet.
How? Doing so will disgrace Lord Yuchang and Ah Wu.
Yes, you're right. Her reputation is very important. Ah Wu is still my cousin. If this were the past, I would not hesitate to kick that man out of the capital, forbid him from returning. But I am the emperor now. When I was crowned prince, the people didn't think much of me. They waited for me to mess up. But now I understand what father went through. As the emperor, I cannot act without restraints. I must be patient even in this. Wanru, tell me, do you understand me? What I'm telling you?
I do. I understand completely what you're feeling. If you're really that bothered, Your Majesty, I might have a good idea, but I don't know if it will work.
So what are you planning? Tell me about it.
Why not postpone the banquet for a couple more days, so that way you can invite all the noble girls and ladies to attend? For one, we can select concubines. There must be someone good enough from that bunch after all. And you can inspect all of them. Also with that many girls, Princess Consort Yuchang won't stand out too much. We can even show the Helan envoys exactly how elegant the woman of our nation can be.
Go. Get Lord Yuzhang to the study. I need to speak with him.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Keep watch. General, someone's coming. Is that it? We got it. You're amazing, Lord Yuzhang. You've acquired so many money and supplies for these old schools during the banquet. Because of you, the shortage of military spending is solved. Well, I'll give you 5,000 taels of gold.
Your Majesty, the Prime Minister said we have no funds left.
What? Well, I say there is. 5,000 taels. In this way, all my soldiers will last the winter.
Thank you, Your Majesty. The soldiers and I are very grateful. Could you also make a notice to Your Majesty of all of the donations given to us by the noble clans, so that even if the nobles know that the money would really benefit the ranks of our armies, the common people will speak highly of their deeds for sure. This could be a win for both parties.
It's a good idea. Approved.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
One more thing. I've already spoken to Councillor Gu. We've decided on the princess for the alliance. It will be Gu Saiwei of the Gu family. When the Helan forces arrived here, I knew that it would make you and Awu quite upset. But then, you are aware, people have suffered for many years over these wars. I want things to be peaceful between us. In a few days, I hope that you will not argue with the Helan envoy again. Do it for the sake of our country.
I swear, Your Majesty.
My lord. That is the account of Xie Xiaozhang. Just like you instructed, my lord, Hu Yao and I stalked him. We found that he always sneaked into that private home. There's got to be something in it. As expected, we found that.
Tell Hu Yao to keep a very close eye on him.
Understood, my lord.
Everyone in this book is very influential. I will present this account book to His Majesty and ask for his judgment.
Right. We'll wait until you report to him. I'll speak with Hu Yao.
Go ahead. And be careful.
Soldiers of Ningxu! We fight for Chang! Fight! Fight! Fight!
From now on, our soldiers will finally be proud and elated.
Yes,
That's
very
good.
good indeed. Wonderful.
Right.
My lord.
Lately, he had told me, when the weather turns out like this, Yusha would have trouble sleeping from the pain.
That's right. On colder days like this, the pain can spread. It'll feel like ants are biting. She might not bear it.
Because of what happened to me, she has to go through all of this.
Yusha's still a young girl. She risked her life. We must treat her well then, for what she did for you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, did you know that Wang Yan visits her often? He brings her flowers and medicine too. I kind of feel like the two of them must really have feelings for each other. You think that General Song is the right man for her?
唯恐泪雨沾湿你菱花，时间追逐远去的戎马。若思念尚有涯，为何刻在天下？泪可寄情难夹。听风哭哑如千丈悲家，梦中一念你笑颜如花。此去现已怒马。 归来因你温雅，心难舍放不下。等沧海洗尽了铅华，与你花前月下。因为你，此生才不剩繁华。 再相约于春秋冬夏，为你望相逢时那一刹那，用一生的步伐去挣扎，去牵挂，终为你。 乾坤变化，天涯尽处归家。我们再相约于春秋冬。